Okay, since you come out of your mother's water and when you're in your mother's water, you start receiving these neural imprints, okay, they're building the circuitry of your brain and how your brain operates. Basically what you believe in, what you believe is normal, like your reality, like just a whole bunch of very important stuff that starts when you're very little, okay? Um, so I just want to think. There's this pastor. His name was Chuck Missler. He passed away in like 2013 or 2014. But I learned a lot from him on YouTube. A lot of his sermons. Okay, and he always talked about that we're currently, according to the Bible, we're living through the age of deceit. Okay, I forget the scripture he used, where everywhere you go, there's going to be deceit, right? Okay, and it's going to get so bad at one point, it's going to become so obvious to people somehow. Okay, um, that people will start to catch on about how stuff really works, and kind of like the back end of things. Okay, so think about any situation or environment or room, wherever you go, event that you walk into. Okay, and again, let's rewind back to when you're a little kid. So every environment or situation or area or space that you go into as a child, whether it's around your parents, your friends, your classmates, your teachers, all the normal people you're around as a child, okay? Think of it like this. Anywhere you go, think about every piece of information is trying to deceive you. Like everything's backwards, right? And specifically regarding the Bible, okay, just think of like everything's backwards, right? It's the age of deceit, okay, which is when the book was released. So I'll leave it at that. Every environment that you walk into in your everyday life, it could be from your most trusted source of information, like your parents, okay? Because again, they've received this information like you have, and you're receiving since a children, generation after generation after, like, for a long time. Okay, so they think that's all the information they receive, the trusted information, whatever each family believes in. Okay, they believe that's it, that's the world, that's how it works. Which again could not be further from the truth, from what I've experienced personally. Okay, yo, shout out the Masons and Stones. Okay, they created the periodic table of elements. I call it the period idiotic table of elements. Okay, but it's made of everything on that periodic table of elements is surrounded around ferrum or iron at number 26. Okay, basically the only two elements on there that don't come from actual like stone, like brimstone, limestone, gowstone, bowstone, sodalite stone, carbonlite stone, all these different types of stone, diamonds, and all this stuff. Okay, the entire periodic table basically is stones, even the gases. Okay, the only one that's not is hydrogen. Okay, or two, sorry, and oxygen, H2O. So those are the two they need, basically, for everything to work in this, on their plan for all their stoning. Okay, but yeah, age of deceit, all the information that you receive since you're a child, it's called neural imprints. Okay, it's wiring your brain for you to believe, your reality, what you think life is, how your life should go, all that stuff. But love you guys. Have a great day. Just any situation you walk into, you should always be asking questions. That's how your brain is designed. It's constantly analyzing, even if it's a same situation you've done over and over and over again. Okay, like schooling, right? Have a new perspective and start asking more questions, like about the information that you're actually receiving. Okay, creative questions that could really challenge the information, and leave people without answers. Love you guys.